First official 2026 Vinyl Haul. Let's go.
We in the corner, y'all. It's June's music corner, you know. He's talking music, and you know he's got records to show. Whether it's rapper, R&B, and everything in between. Classic soul, dance, hall, and reggae, you know what I mean? So hit the like button, kick back, and just chill. Don't be shy, leave a comment, let me know how you feel. Don't forget to subscribe, it don't matter where you're from. You looking for rarities and color vinyl, yeah, I got some. So from up north to down south, and all the way to California, to all over the world, you're all welcome in the corner.
All right. Welcome back to June's Music Corner. Thank you for joining me. If this is your first time, go ahead and stick around. All right, so here we go. First official 2026 Vinyl Haul. This is from January, February. It's a lot of records, so let's go ahead and get into it, man. All right, so the bulk of these are going to come from eBay auctions. There's been a lot of good records up lately, and I've been taking part. So starting it off, this actually came from Macari. I found an OG of Digital Undergrounds. This is an EP release, and I saw the record, and you know, as normal, I would have moved past it. I do have the record, but when I saw the hype sticker, I was like, "That's a different hype sticker than I have," and I realized this was an OG copy, but he didn't want too much for it, so I went on and took it off his hands. Y'all know I rock with Digital Underground. Let's keep it moving. Next, an oldie but goodie. This also came from Buddy with the Digital Underground record, Ohio Players, Fire. Can't miss with them boys, man. So had to add this. Plus, I Want to Be Free is my jam. Taking it back down south, picked up Ghetto Boys Be Down. This is the original Ghetto Boys lineup before Willie D and Face. You see Bushwick. And this was more of my love for the Ghetto Boys. So this is more of a collectability. This record is seen its fair share of playtime, and not the most beautiful copy, but I wanted to add it to my collection. All right, another one. It's Ghetto Boys. It's You Ain't Nothing. Beautiful copy. Again, this is more of a collectability, but I do dig this song.
We're the Ghetto Boys, and you ain't nothing.
And like I say, this is a nice copy. And what was dope about this, like I say, vinyl is VG Plus. The jacket is in great shape. But when I was cleaning this, I realized that in here, you know, this is early Rap-A-Lot. And what I realized was in here is a record distribution letter when they were sending records out to record stores and trying to get them to order them, which I thought was pretty dope. So super OG GBs. And I thought that was a nice find inside the jacket. Moving along. All right. Finally adding this. This was the last DMX record that I needed or wanted. I believe there's some more vinyl out there by DMX, but it's like after Def Jam. It's some other stuff. But to complete my collection of X, this was the last one I needed. So Year of the Dog, RPX. All right, so the next few, they are RSD releases that I got from somebody off eBay. And I was shocked at how cheap they were until I was cleaning them and putting them in my Discogs, and I saw that they were pretty cheap. So let's see. All right, this is the Junior Mafia. This is the 30th anniversary of Get Money. Classic song, R.P. Big. And this is on what they call Money Green. Yeah, Money Green vinyl. So, Junior Mafia. Big Papa single. Which, you know, the OG, this was when Who Shot Ya came out. It was on the Big Papa single. And what's different about this? 30th anniversary Big Papa remix, original B-side, Who Shot Ya, Warning, instrumental versions. And it says pressed on recycled red vinyl. Another RSD Black Friday. This is Dre's Compton album, but this is the instrumentals only, which I can rock with. You know, throwing some instrumentals, we can spit something. Now I'm talking about. So this is Compton, and this is pressed on. What did they call it? Purple Marble. That'll work. Last from that RSD pack was, of course, Revolutionary But Gangsta. This is Dead Prez's second album on Loud, final album on Loud. This was the RSD release. It's supposed to be red vinyl. I do have an OG of this. Y'all know I rock with Dead Prez hard, so I don't think I'm gonna open this. This may go in the frame because I do play the OG, but this was the RSD release. All right, that's the last of the record store day stuff. That, like I say, super cheap, and I appreciate it. You know what I mean? Next up, this is Tupac. This is Rap and Revolution, and these are instrumentals, strictly instrumentals. Brenda's Got a Baby, If My Homie Calls, Trap, Pour Out a Little Liquor, Keep Your Head Up, Temptation, So Many Tears, If I Die Tonight, All About You, Dear Mama, California Love, a bunch of stuff from All Eyes on Me, and a few from the Machiavelli album, and some posthumous stuff. Letter to My Unborn, Changes, Thug Nature. So I saw this and I wasn't sure how it sounded, so I tried to look up some stuff on it before I bought it. I did find a few more copies that were for sale, and they wanted way more than this guy wanted. But the thing that got me was like I can't log this into my Discogs. I guess, of course, it's unofficial. It's on what is this label? I can't find like who pressed it up now. I don't remember the record company, but since it's unofficial, I don't know if Discogs is like cracking down on bootlegs. But you're not allowed to sell this, and I guess since it's banned or blocked on there, I also can't log it into my Discogs. So. But the crazy thing, because on Discogs, when I went to the label's page that put this out, they've got other records on there that I guess you're allowed to sell, because there's a Biggie instrumentals and some other stuff up there. I don't know, but this was pretty dope. Has some Tupac instrumentals. They go hard. I've played this a few times. All right, next. Finally got my hands on B Brown's Bobby album. Dope album. Not gonna say this album was slept on, because when it came out, you know, the singles that were on this were heavy rotation on the radio. You had Humping Around, Good Enough, Get Away. Yeah. But Did not have this Bobby album, and now I do. I know I rock with B Brown. That's my boy. Let's move along. All right, this is a 12-inch. This is Damian Marley. This is Welcome to Jamrock. 12-inch, not the full LP, although it's still on my Grail list. And somebody had one up on eBay, man, and I waited that auction out 7 days, and yeah, it went up a little more than I wanted to pay, but my bid was up there. But so now, anyway, so this is Welcome to Jamrock 12-inch, and the B-side is Lyrical 44. Dancehall remix, Lyrical 44 dancehall remix with Stephen Marley, Method Man, and Redman. Anyway, always glad to welcome some Damian Marley into the collection. Shout out Junior Gong. All right, so next, this is Brother Lynch Hung. This is Kevlar, Season of Sickness 2. Got on Lynch back in the 90s with Season of Sickness 1. And I had heard from Get On Down. I believe this first sold on Get On Down. And it was up for pre-order. The vinyl was, the CD had came out. And it was Lynch's new album, Season of Sickness Part 2, which everybody's like, oh, snap, Part 2, blah, blah, blah. And on this, Lynch did all the production himself or whatnot. But I didn't pre-order it. And then when I would see on Get On Down, the vinyl was sold out. But one day I'm on Amazon, and I don't remember how this popped up, but it popped up and it was only like 12 bucks, you know. Get On Down, it was $30-something. So immediately I bought it. Took forever to get it because the first time Amazon sent it, it was a completely different record in there. I know things happen, but get it together. So the record that was in there, it was worth more than what I paid for this record. So I kept it, and I was like, I'll keep it or I'll sell it. And I just ordered another one of these for $11, $12. So that one came, same record as the first one, the wrong record. So now I'm like, like, y'all got the wrong sticker on y'all record mailers, you know? So returned that one, had them send me another one, and finally it came. So this is Lynch, Kevlar, Season of Sickness 2. And what do they call this? Orange and black splatter. So, but shout out Lynch. All right, now we're getting into some the real eBay wins. And this is either, I want to say this is from Paper Stacks again. The last video I had put up was from, it was a vinyl haul, but it was from September last year. I think those records that came from Paper Stacks. But got some 90s hits, some classics, some that I'm really happy to get, but let's go, man. All right, so first up, Slick Rick Behind Bars. Beautiful copy, man. Did not own this. Bought this cassette when it came out because at that time, I think everybody was like needing some Slick Rick in their life. So I do remember when this came out. Vinyl is beautiful. So glad to have this one, man. And not for a head busting price, because, you know, people want their money for this album. I think I lucked up though. All right, next. This one was on my want list and my Discogs. I think there was maybe 3 copies. I think there was one in the US, and he wanted $70+ for it, and it was either the jacket or the vinyl. Like neither, I don't think either one was VG plus. But anyway, saw this one run in the runner auctions, and I was like, I'm gonna win it. But had I not won this, I was going to go and buy the one that was on Discogs. But luckily, I got it. This is J.O.'s debut, J.O. Felony. This is Take a Ride. Yeah. We used to play this album so much back in the day, man. Me and my cousin. Dope. I wanted this album on vinyl for a minute now, and I finally got it. So I'm super happy about that, man. Right. Gold promo stamp. Beautiful vinyl. Jacket is in beautiful shape. And this was on this was JMJ. So shout out Jam Master J. He say that he's like, now I'm down with the dudes with the shell toes. Let's go. All right, the next one is another old school. You don't see it very often, but if you were around back then, you had heard this song. But this is Ill Al Scratch. This is Creep With Me. And they had the joint Where My Homies. And the song with Brian McKnight, which I believe was their biggest song, I'll Take Her. But I dug these guys back in the day. And I don't think I have the CD anymore. I think somebody took my Ill Al Scratch CD. Why, I don't know. But this one was a battle, but I won. And it wasn't that bad, man. So shout out Ill Al Scratch. Whatever y'all doing nowadays. All right, the next, this is Heavy D and the Boys. This is Nothing But Love. I do have this album, but mine is in a straight generic jacket. And I did want the company generic with the hype. So I picked this up. Nobody else had bid on it. So I got it for $8. And I want to say that the record is in better shape than the one I have. But again, always happy to add some Heavy D to the collection. R.I.P. Heavy, man. R.I.P. Troy. All right, the next one. I also have a copy of this, but this copy is in much, much better shape than mine. This is Shine's debut from Bad Boy. Self-titled Shine. Super hard album. This album was super hard when it came out. It is still a dope album. Other than the songs with Barrington Levy, my jam on here is The Life, Sean Poe. It's a new day in the rap game. Classic, man. Like I say, this jacket is in great shape. The vinyl is VG plus, and I can replace my copy with this one. Shout out Shine. Keep doing your thing. All right, next. This is Gravediggers. This is The Pick, the Sickle, and the Shovel. I remember when this album came out, I did buy the CD. I'm not sure if I still have it. It might have been in the book that got stolen when my car got broke into. But yeah, and they did say in the description of this, they said it was sealed, but I don't know if you can see this. There's like some wrinkles in it, and they wanted to make sure that there was like no water damage and or no mold or anything. So this was sealed before they put it up for auction, but they opened it to check it out, make sure everything was legit with it. So adding that one. I know one of these guys died. I want to say it was Bruh here. But shout out Prince Paul. Shout out RZA. And other buddy. All right. This one I hadn't heard. I'd never heard of this album. but it's Public Enemy. There's a Poison going on. Yeah, I had never heard this album, and it's not on Apple Music, so I couldn't listen to it, but I wanted to hear it. Then I did look it up on Discogs and read the reviews, and as many as any Public Enemy record, they talked highly of it. So, and they talked about the beats being really good. Somebody said it was like one of their best, if not their best, like post album. You know what I mean? But yeah, Public Enemy. There's a Poison going on, and it's pressed on red. Shout out Public Enemy, man. I guess this was just to, I don't know, because I don't know if I'll ever play this. Haven't read the track listing, but this is Death Row Christmas, Christmas on Death Row, and I guess just for the nostalgia or the collectability of old Death Row records. So got that one now. All right. The records that I've shown have all been clean, ran through the ultrasonic, and this is the last one. This is Jazzy Jeff, Fresh Prince. This Code Red. I want to say this was their final album. After Home Base with Summertime and all that. So shout out Jeff and Will. I'm rocking with it. All right, so this is what's left in records that I haven't. All right, pardon the technical difficulties. We back. All right, so this next set, these haven't been cleaned yet, because I was actually doing a cleaning session the other day, and I ran out of inner sleeve, so I do have some coming today. So anyway, all right, this was a nice pickup for me. This is the first repress of The Chronic. This is from 1996. Old school white label, and no remaster. So I was happy to find this, and for what I got it for, because I wasn't gonna pay too much for this record. I do have a copy. It is a later pressing, and it's remastered, but this is the first repress. It's pressed off the original stamper, so closest thing to an OG you can get. Shout out Dre, The Chronic. Yeah, I was happy to get this one. And like for a record from 96, like it's in great shape, man. I don't know who had these records, but shout out you. All right, and these are mostly, if not all, like 90s rap records, so jackpot. All right, this is Schoolie D, Smoke Some Kill, great shape. Shout out Schoolie D. Next, What's My Name? Steady B. I think this is the only Steady B album I don't have now. So shout out Steady B. This was dope to see in there. This is Teflon from the Firing Squad down with MOP. And I got a video on my channel where I talk about meeting MOP and the Jungle Brothers and all that. And I speak on Teflon because he was at that show, and he was when it was MOP's time to rock, Teflon was the first one on the stage getting the crowd prepared for what was about to happen. And with them throwing out promos, I ended up getting a promo cassette from Teflon that had some songs on it for this album. And it was dope. And if you've heard like MOP's music, you've heard Teflon. But this was his My Will album. This is Still Sealed, which was dope. Okay. Oh, well, this is a reissue. This is a reissue. First ever reissue, Red Black Swirl vinyl. Performances, tracks by MOP. This was a hard album though, so shout out Teflon. The next record is strictly on the strength of me rocking with Daryl D. I would not have picked this record up. Nah. But I've seen it on Daryl D's channel a couple times, so I got it for myself. I'm gonna check it out and listen to it for myself. This is Tila Rock, Lyrical King from the Boogie Down Bronx. So I got me a copy, Daryl. I'm about to listen to this Tila Rock that you've shown me many times. And like, yeah, always remember the dope thing was like we had flipped the back and you see a young Greg Nice. Ooh la la, wee. Greg Nice. So shout out Tila Rock. Shout out Daryl D. I got you. All right, next up. It's Naughty by Nature's 1999, Nature's Fury. Shout out Tretch, Ben Rock, KG. All right. Like I say, none of these, I haven't played any of these because they haven't been clean yet. I'm just pulling them out of the box. I did look at them when the box first came, but they've been in the box ever since. Next, another Down South. This is Raheem, the Vigilante. And Raheem was one of the original Ghetto Boys members. So shout out Raheem. This was he was gone from Rap a Lot. This is on AM. Still produced by James Smith though. But shout out Raheem. I'd seen this album a few times. It was pretty cheap. I just never bought it, but I got this one cheap enough, so I got it now. All right, next is I don't know what pressing this is, but I didn't have this J album. One of the ones I didn't have, Volume 2, Hard Knock Life. And I want to say this is the album that certified him. You know, with this album, I think Jay, he kind of took it over, man.
Everything that I said was gonna happen, happened.
That the Annie beat, yeah, it was a wrap. He he claimed the throne with this album, I say. So let's see. It says a 98, but when I log it, I'll know like which pressing, what issue, what year this album came out, because I know there's a lot of reissues of this album. But in the collection, Jay goes. All right, next. I know you know the flavor of the Pooh Bah. Flav, I mean, Grand Poobah, Real to Real. This is a reissue. Limited edition, remastered, colored vinyl, the Starburst effect. This was still sealed. And I rock with Poobah, so had to pick this one up. I have this CD, but didn't have it on vinyl, so picked it up. Pretty cheap, sealed. I'll take it. This next record is, I think it's a compilation. This is still sealed. This is Ghetto Pros Presents. And got Joel, Corrupt, Butch Cassidy, Be Real, La Bruja, Beat Nuts, Nate Dogg, Big L, Dead Prez. Can't go wrong with Dead Prez. Brand Nubian, Pocket Pete, The Licks and Casual, Black Attack, Royal Flush, Terror Squad, G-Rap. So there's a few people on here. I'll check this out, see what it's about. Like I say, it's sealed, got it for the low, added to the collection. All right, next. I had never heard of these guys. I tried to find some music, wasn't really able to. This is GAT, G-A-T, Gangsters and Thugs. What I did find out is that like they sing. So my first thought went to like a DRS type of style, you know. Remember dudes that sang Gangsta Lean, with how they dressed, and I don't know. That's my assumption. I have not listened to this shit, but we'll see. It was cheap. Nobody bid on it. It's called Just Another Day. So we'll see. I will let you know how this goes. But I'm thinking it's kind of a DRS type of thing. So next. All right. So yeah, I was happy to pick up this one. I don't have any DJ Quick in my collection other than production. You know, I got Sugar Free, but it's not Quick. But I picked this up, Balancing Options. Dope album. Pitch In on a Party. And one of him and Sugar Free, Do I Love Her? That's my jam, yo. That beat goes so hard. And Quick was flowing on that thing, man. But yeah. So glad to get that one. Shout out to DJ Quick. All right. This is gonna be it. The last album. This is Def Jeff. Just a poet with soul. So shout out Def Jeff. Dope album. Def Jeff, he was good. It wasn't with the BS. I want to say last time I've seen or heard Def Jeff. Now I think he's like more behind the scenes and doing production and stuff. If he's still, I don't know. But the last of my memory, Def Jeff was Shaq.
Look at that, it's Def Jeff with the Shaq attack. Flexing, I'll be cracking your back with the boom boom bap.
I Know I Got Skills. I believe he did that beat, which still beats. And he had a verse on it. So shout out Def Jeff. Whew. All right. Crazy thing. I'm expecting some records today. So I was hoping I would have got them before I shot this, but hey, just looking forward to another video, I guess. Anyway, man, if you made it this far, I thank you. I really appreciate you. If you would do me a favor and tap that like button. If you are not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, man. And everybody hit that bell notification so you know whenever I drop a video. I am June. I appreciate your time. Till next time, peace.